Welcome to Film Talk, I'm Richard Edwards, and in this edition we're looking at a very special film indeed. It's the 2017 version of Agatha Christie's classic Murder on the Orient Express, directed by and starring none other than Kenneth Branagh. Now, it might seem like an ordinary everyday journey of the Orient Express from Istanbul to Calais with a disparate group of travellers, but this time it's an exceptional journey. There's 12 people travelling following a certain Mr. Ratchett, an evil fella with some really dark secrets, played excellently by Johnny Depp. As they travel through Europe, they start to get into some snowbound areas, and late one night there's a very evil murder on the train. Trapped in the snow, the train can't go any further. So where is the murderer? There's no footsteps outside, so it must be one of the passengers. Hercule Poirot, played brilliantly by Kenneth Branagh, steps in at the request of Monsieur Bouc, one of the directors of the company, who happens to be travelling on the train.
I see evil on this train. The passenger has died.
As is often the case with an Agatha Christie story, there's a whole range of possible suspects. Any one of them could have done it, but they're trapped in an environment where they can't escape. And then Monsieur Poirot inspects all of the suspects who've been gathered into the dining car.
You know, there is something about that tangle of strangers, pressed together for days with nothing in common but the need to go from one place to another and never see each other again.
As he progresses through the carriage, you can really see the excellent design of the film. It harks back to the 1930s, wonderful set design, and the costumes that the cast are wearing, absolutely evocative of the era.
So they got him after all. You assume he was killed? No, not. Well, he was in perfectly good health. He had his enemies. Indeed, he was murdered.
This is a film that's been extremely well produced, but you look at just who the producers are. Kenneth Branagh himself, but also Ridley Scott, a man with an absolutely perfect eye for the absolutely perfect image. And they blend together to create a warm and evocative feel for the whole film.
God, murder here.
God rest his soul. Someone was rummaging around my cabin in the middle of the night. No one would listen to me.
If there was a murder,
What is going on?
then there was a murderer. The murderer is with us. And every one of you is a suspect.
The whole film is beautifully shot. There's an awful lot of CGI to fill in the background and set the scenes, but that in some ways doesn't really distract from the telling of the story. Now, this is not the first time that Agatha Christie's wonderful novel from 1934 has been turned into a film. There's the classic from 1974 starring Albert Finney as Hercule Poirot. But I think this version really stands out. Kenneth Branagh is excellent as Hercule Poirot, and not just his performance. There's that stunt moustache as well that he's got, the biggest possible moustache you might ever see on Hercule Poirot's face. But somehow he manages to make it work and not fall over during any of the scenes.
My name is Hercule Poirot, and I'm probably the greatest detective in the world.
It's a great performance. I think he's great in the role. And it's interesting that there's now another film, a follow-on from Murder on the Orient Express. Death on the Nile is due out in the not-too-distant future. So hopefully this is the first of many Hercule Poirot films. We all love Agatha Christie, a fantastic writer. I think we've been spoilt by David Suchet's TV series, but it's time for a really good cinema version. And this is a really good cinema version with more in the pipeline. All in all, it's a must-see film. Be great to know what you think, so do leave some comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit that little bell icon to get a notification every time we release a new video. Thanks for watching, see you next time.